everywhere in Scripture we see people had to engage something. God tells them what to do, shows them where the money is at, shows them a plan for the money, a strategy to get the money. So it's not just saying, give me money. It's give me the idea, God. Show me what I'm supposed to do. Show me the strategy or where, even down to fish and loaves and everything else.
Here's what I always say. We say, okay, tell me where your nets are at. People say, well, I need money. Fantastic. Tell me where your nets are at. And I get that, of course, from the Luke chapter 5, where they had 2 boats sinking with fish when 24 hours earlier they had fished all night and caught nothing. There's a drastic difference there. And of course, a lot of that is the kingdom, understanding how the kingdom operates. But also part of it is understanding how business operates in the sense that I'm going to wait, nothing's going to happen. But then God gave the direction. So to go fish. So I always say, where's your nets at? What can God fill? I mean, if it can't, it's not going to show up in the mailbox, okay? It's just not going to show up. So tell me exactly where your nets are. Like we have, we go up to Nova Scotia quite often. They fish for lobsters. They put a GPS setting where they drop every trap because they know where to go and look for the harvest. Here's the problem, Drenda. People don't even know what the harvest looks like. In other words, the first step to receiving or setting a net or capturing money in the marketplace is they make the mistake of thinking they're looking for money. They're not. They're looking for what can move in the marketplace in exchange for money. Let me say it again. Your answer is not money. Your answer is having something that is an exchange value in the marketplace. For instance, Peter, James, and John caught fish, right? If I needed money, I can't say, money's not going to just show up. The only way money's going to show up is if something's involved in the marketplace. Money's not the object. I want to know what I can sell for money. If I'm in real estate, money looks like a listing. If I'm a restaurant, money looks like customers coming in the door to buy my food. So when I say, where's your net? Explain it to me. Tell me, what can God fill? The lobster fisherman knows exactly where to go and receive his harvest.
Right, and he's harvesting something that has value.
Something that has value to someone.
A business has to be something that somebody wants.
Exactly.
That somebody needs.
Yes,
it solves some type of answer, right?
All business solves a problem. Every business solves a problem. Amazon is huge because it solved a major problem. People don't want to get up and go out and drive 20 miles to pick up a tube of toothpaste, all right? And so they solve this problem. You go online, you hit a button and it shows up sometimes the same day. And people are like, they're so big, they should, listen, they solved a huge problem. You want to make a big check? You solve a huge problem. That's the key. Solve a big problem, get a big check. In the marketplace, that's what they did.
And they created some other problems, but they solved solved that problem. Well, convenience, right?
Everyone has to kind of move with the culture and what the marketplace is demanding. That's part of it. They're not buying lobster anymore. Right. Then you don't need to be catching lobster anymore, right? So, but this is huge, and most people can't even define what they're trying to catch. In other words, if I need money, okay, great. Tell me what you're setting a net for. Until they can define lobster.
Or create a need or an appetite for it, or they're introduced. There's certain products that get introduced. Back a while ago, our daughter brought these sugar, what are they called?
Little creature.
Sugar babies, sugar monkeys, whatever those
flying squirrels or something. I don't know what they were.
Yeah, we're like, that doesn't look like a good pet, but they tried to create this is a great pet.
It was vicious.
But it was, in the long run, the actual, whatever the commodity was not, they weren't able to sell or get that learning curve over, so it sort of disappeared.
Yeah, but the first step, people say, what's the first step? Identify what you're trying to harvest, not money.
Right.
Identify what you're trying. If you can't tell me what the harvest looks like, how that harvest operates, let's say it's fish. What do the fish like? What bait do they like? When do they migrate through? You have to understand the harvest. Soybeans, when do you plant them? When do you harvest them? Tell me about your net, okay? To understand the net, you have to understand the harvest. So the net matches the harvest. Right. The harvest is an idea, it's a creation, whatever the marketplace needs. So the first thing you want to know is what is the harvest? Now in Luke chapter 5, Jesus told the disciples that were fishing that day what the harvest was. Go over here, deep water, you'll catch fish. okay? Knowing fish, nets work for fish, okay? So an idea may pop in your mind, hey, here's a problem I can solve. Here's something people might need. Okay, now let's hone that down. Let's get the prototype built. Let's design it, let's test it. Let's see if my friend likes that hamburger before I invest millions into a hamburger chain, right? And if everyone loves the hamburger, then you have to learn the processes and setting the net. But there's so much to it.